This video is powered by the pros at Pascal Air Plumbing and Electric. Arkansas owned, Arkansas operated. GoPascal.com.
Yeah, just start two things. One, our volleyball team, what an awesome, I saw it walking over here. It's the latest I've ever arrived because I wanted to see the end of that. Happy for Jason, his whole team, his coaches. That's amazing. And the second thing is, and it's probably going to save Grant the question, just so you know, I had a couple players tonight that were unavailable. They're not injured. They're not suspended. They're unbelievable kids. I can assure you there's no academic issues. There's no locker room issues. So thus playing B and taking the technical foul so that we could rest Mac, Sam, Tahlia for a really big, important game on Sunday. So there you go. I have 9 texts already that I will respond to.
What was why'd they call it technical?
Because B wants to wear number 8, and as y'all know, that's a non-traditional number. People just don't have 8s laying around, so it took us a while. We had to get one made. So, and I didn't necessarily anticipate maybe playing her for another week or two, but she's been unbelievable in practice. And when the game got where the score got where it got, you know, Mac and Sam are both walking around boots. Saylor's walking around in a boot. We had to get those guys some rest. I need to get Tahlia off the floor just because we got a big game on Sunday. We played a lot of minutes. We practiced hard. So I made the decision that I thought the technical foul would be worth it. So we put her in the blood jersey, but she'll wear number 8 officially, but we haven't got it made yet.
I know you said leading into this game, that Louisiana Tech had your team's attention from what they've done. Just what did you think about the way they just started the game so great?
I give Mac, Sam, and Saylor that credit. Like, they got the team together. We had a couple of flat moments in practice. That's why I was concerned. There wasn't a lot of juice in practice, and that's understandable coming off the 4-game stretch that we had been on. Had been really, really tough. So, but I give Mac and Sam just an unbelievable amount of credit, and bringing Saylor along there, teaching her those ropes of, we don't want to be that team that only plays, to a certain standard based on what your opponent is ranked or something. I also don't try to fool our kids. I mean, I could stand up there and I could tell them, hey, look at La Tech. There was an 8-point game against Monroe. It was an 8-point game at Vanderbilt. They were at Drake, but they look at the schedules. So I try to be as honest with them as I can. And I knew that there was a potential for a letdown, but those 3 guys had them ready to go at practice. I wouldn't have said it. I was 100% confident because we weren't great in practice for the last 2 days. We were okay at sometimes, but I thought we were really focused in the pregame, and you can usually tell that with our defensive intensity, and we were really hooked up defensively to start, which led to offense.
And then Mac and Sam, just speaking on both of them, they both had really high rebound and assist games. I'm sure that's good to see.
It is. We talked about paint punctures. I write the guys a little card every game. Mac and Sam they're obviously individual players, but on the back, I usually kind of lump Tahlia, Mac, and Sam into a little group. And we talked about getting defensive rebounds, not counting on Saylor to get 23 a night. Now, some of those the other night, they were coming to get, and Saylor just got them first. But, tonight with Saylor only playing the 21 minutes, that put some opportunities. Mac and Sam are unbelievable good rebounders. I've said before, both of those guys, you had 3 guys that if you play extrapolated out to 40 minutes is probably triple doubles. Because Saylor had 5 steals, Mac and Sam have 6 and 7 assists, rebounds. So, and then Tahlia shot the ball tonight like we've seen in practice. She's going to be so mad about she's already so mad about the free throws. But we've made shots. We've shot 14 for 28 in practice. I've been telling y'all that. I know nobody believes it, but I've been at practice every day, and we are capable of that. I'm a little disappointed to look over there and see that we shot about the same from the free throw line as we did the 3-point line, but we'll focus on that a little bit tomorrow.
Yeah, last thing I'll ask, it's kind of bouncing right off that. I saw after Tahlia missed a free throw, Mac kind of walk over and just pat her on the back and talk to her. How have you seen that relationship develop over I guess y'all are 10 games deep now?
Yeah, it started over in Italy on our foreign trip, and it's going to continue to grow. I really challenged Mac that, as much of her legacy is already sealed. Like her legacy here is going to be sealed for a lot of things she's already done. But the one that I think she can really separate herself from other people that have played here is how she leaves this place. Taking advantage of that last year and how she leaves it, so that Sam's ready to take this team over next year, and Tahlia is able to help her like Sam has helped Mac. I think it's really important in our development, and she has been amazing I think she gets frustrated with me at certain times about certain things, the way we're going about doing it. But she's been absolutely amazing. And I think it's, how a kid should take advantage of their 5th year. So I'm going to continue to sing her praises. She's been everything we could have hoped for since she's been here. I mean, you look at the kids, she started every game since she's been here, and just continues to do different things and leave that legacy. It'll have an asterisk beside it, and that's okay, because of the 5th year. That's going to be one of those things, but that's a great accomplishment. And she still started every game, right? I can't remember.
I guess going back to B for a second, I know you said she looks great in practice. Is there anything, I guess, throughout your coaching career that you can draw parallels to the situation that's kind of helping you go through it?
I had a walk-on join our team in Washington, and she ended up being a starter for us in the Final Four. So I've seen it happen before. But again, this unfolded over 3 years, and it wasn't just kind of a last-minute thing. This was going to happen, whether we had 15 people on the roster or nobody. She wanted to come out and be a practice player. That was all she said. She never said one thing about playing. She said, Coach, I just want to come out and help. I love basketball. I love being around it. I love being a Razorback. I like your girls. And so it's just happened that, the way she is in practice, her teammates have become very, very fond of her bubbly energy. She's a good player too, guys. Like you saw her cross kids. She's got good handles. She's tough. She's smart. So I'm not putting any ceilings on her, but no, I really haven't had a kid, SEC midfielder of the year, wanting to come out and volunteer to help. Man, that just speaks to the type of kid that she is, and her family. And but I think her championship mentality from soccer can certainly be something that can help us.
I know we ask about it just about every day, but this is I think it's her 10th game, and the lowest that Tahlia scored is like 17, and she's got this is her 7th 20-plus point game, I guess. A little bit of a two-parter. One, is she getting enough national attention that she deserves? And 2, how can you kind of contextualize what she's done?
It's an unbelievable freshman class, and every freshman in the country that's getting the recognition that's out there, they deserve it. But it should be one bigger. It should be one more kid added on there. I've seen some people say, well, they haven't played anybody. Okay, look at our schedule at the end of the year. Let me know what you think of Monroe. Some of the same people just listed Monroe as one of the top mid-major teams to watch. But until, and I promise y'all, Tahlia doesn't care about, she wants to win. She wants to do anything she can do to help us win. But to answer your question, she's not on every list, and she should be. Kylie does an amazing job pumping it out there. I mean, she's been the SEC player freshman of the week 3 times, and there are still some national publications that will, maybe have kids that are playing 3 or 4 minutes a game ahead of her, but she'll let her in-game play in big games will take care of itself. I have obviously Coach Plum, and I don't know where the number stands now through 10 games, but I know it's ahead of pace of where that's at. And 12 of 16, 5 of 8, and she's going to look at that 0-4 and be really mad. But what she's starting to learn is she's eliminating hard shots. Have y'all noticed that? She's taking those out, and she's getting to the foul line still, and she's settling for open mid-rangers, and we're starting to find her in the right spot. So I think it's her understanding of shot selection and understanding too that the ball's going to find her. Right? We've got good passers. We've got multiple people that can find her. But I think she'll settle into it. Did I answer both parts, or did I talk around one part? I got them both. Okay.
Yeah, Coach, have you heard yet from Kobe Hale, the soccer coach, about B? Have you guys talked at all since, she started
Tonight?
practicing? If you've heard from him tonight, I probably doubt it, but.
Oh, we talk all the time. Colby and I talk all the time. And we talked about it extensively before it happened, like after their season was over. I wasn't certainly going to mention it till they were done, but he's her biggest fan and was the biggest coach he told me some things that I quite honestly kind of went, yeah, right. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Nobody's that likable. Nobody's that good. Man, he underestimated how good of a kid she is. So we've talked about it. I know he's really, really proud, and everything he told me confidentially and privately, like I said, she's exceeded all that. But yeah, we'll keep talking about it. But I'm sure he'll be asking for part of my paycheck pretty soon, so he ain't getting it.
Did you see her play in high school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, she was recruited out there. She came to our games. Obviously the comparison with her and Plum both being lefties and coming around, and I'm learning more and more about her. Her dad is. I'm jealous because her dad is getting to see a viewing of Boys in the Boat tonight. I've been waiting for that movie to come out for 7 years now. The book that was written about the Washington rowing team, and her dad is at one of the premieres of it because he's a member of the board out there of the crew team at Washington. So we've talked about it a lot. Is that what we're still talking about?
Yeah.
Did you ask me something about B? Did I think? Yeah, we saw her. Yeah, I mean, I knew she was, and I had a couple people ask me. She played right there in town in Seattle, and I had some D2 friends. I had some small college friends I kept giving her name to, and they would call and she'd say she was going to go play soccer at Notre Dame, which, by the way, is a pretty good gig. And then obviously we're fortunate to get her back here. Was she 2-time SEC midfielder of the year or one time? One, and just 1-time All-American? Just one. Yeah. But yeah, I knew of her. And I think we met a time or two. We've talked about it, but we've got a lot of common things. She's fun to talk to.
And obviously tonight, a big win over, an opponent you won't face probably the rest of the year. How do you take, things from this game and apply that as the SEC play is approaching?
I challenged our kids to get some good film tonight. I said, we've been having to be really hard on them to improve. I said, make it really easy tonight to find evidence of excellence in clips. I thought our bench was very, very good. I thought our celebrations were good. I thought our ball movement was good. I thought our press looked as good as it's looked all year. This game can help us a lot. We were able to rest Tahlia, Sam, Saylor, those people walking around. Talia's not walking around in a boot, but those kids that are walking around in boots, and we've had to limit in practice. Nobody played. Tahlia played 1 minute over 30. We need to get Jenna Lawrence more at bats. She's gonna be a good hitter. We just got to get her at bats. And yeah, I'm quoting Moneyball. It's just a matter of reps. You see the touch that she has. She gets 10 points in 12 minutes, and after she led us in scoring on the road trip, it's coming. It's just a matter of getting comfortable and getting confident. And you can't give kids confidence; they have to earn it. But I hope Emery's okay. She maybe kind of re-injured her elbow. We'll get some word on that. Christina got extended minutes. Carly played 2 positions for us tonight, so much needed because of the game on Sunday. It's a really, really good UAPB team coming in here, and if with the quick turnaround, it's going to be very beneficial that we were able to. And La Tech's a storied program. I mean, they've got national championship banners hanging up down there. It's a program that anybody that's followed women's basketball for a number of years knows the quality of team. And Brooke's going to have a good year. She's played an unbelievable schedule. She's got a kid that was not here tonight that's been a starter, and then she's got another kid she'll get back around Christmas. So I expect La Tech they play at Arkansas State, I think, next. So they'll have they're going to have a good season.
And you talked a little bit about a couple days ago about Robertson, who put up 27 on Vanderbilt. How did you feel your team handled her down low and, outside with the ball?
I mean, I think for the most part, there was a couple times I felt like we could have probably contested it a little bit better. She got a clean look at the basket, but to hold her just to 7 attempts is a good thing. That means she wasn't getting to her spots. When she did try to dribble, we forced her to turn it over 3 times. Our guards did an unbelievable job. Miriam and Emery. Miriam's, confidence and just continues to play. I think she gained a lot of confidence playing against Sanaa Betts. So we were able to get her some rest as well because she's got her hands full on Sunday. But we've been doing a really good job of taking away most teams' leading scorers for the most part. So I thought it very, very important that we not let her have a 25-plus night.
Yeah, we know Emery's really tough. Saw her in a lot of pain. Any update on that?
No, not yet. I don't think we'll know till tomorrow. But yeah, if you see tears in that kid's eyes, it hurts because she is as tough as they come. And she tried to play through it. But you could tell it went numb on her. So we're hopeful that it'll be good news. She's a really valuable part for not only on the court but off. But you could tell how our kids all reacted when it happened. So we'll see tomorrow and get y'all an update when we know.
And then I think we're at going ahead and asking about
Go.
UAPB. I know Zay Green is having an outstanding year. Just thoughts on her and on their team.
Well, I mean, she's obviously an SEC player. That's, Dawn's done an absolutely unbelievable job down there. I talked on their radio the other day a little prematurely ahead of time about them, but she's put a roster together down there that rivals, some teams in the bigger conferences. So, but Zay she's multidimensional. She's explosive. She can get her shot whenever she wants it. She can change the game on both ends. There's a reason everybody in the country wanted her coming out of high school, and now they've got Maori down there with them, and Corai Beck does an unbelievable job filling her role. They've got a player setting out, and I'm just figuring it's going to be our luck. She's going to come eligible. Star Jacobs was the 2-time player of the year down there in their league. She's getting ready to play too. But just look at who they've played. They had Mississippi State into the last minute, at Oregon State on the ropes. So they are no stranger to these games. I really have a lot of respect for, what she's done down there and how she does it. It'll be a scary game preparing. It's not any fun playing these in-state games. I love doing it after the games are over. I hate it during preparation. But it'll be a good matchup. It'll be, I don't want to compare them to our other in-state games, but it's probably going to be our biggest challenge that we've had in the in-state games since we've started playing these.
How much more comfortable are you with? I mean, the team just looked really good tonight after that stretch that y'all went through, though. That I know you break it up into parts.
Yeah, stages. Yeah, this is starting stage 3 for us. A lot of NASA themes. Stage 3 for us obviously got off to a good start. I hope it gives us confidence that we've been talking about how that struggle should have made us better. I think it did, but it's, we got to start back over again. It's one game, again, sticking with some baseball stuff. One game's not a streak. You got to do it back-to-back nights to even consider calling it a streak. So we have some confidence. I have confidence. I've always had confidence in these kids, but hopefully now they've got as much confidence in themselves as we've had them as coaches. Yeah.
It's the most recent update on like the space theme stuff and just
Yeah.
how's that coming?
I've gotten way better at our patches. Don't you think? My creativity, I have put a lot of time and effort into learning Microsoft Publisher, how to take a patch from a mission patch that I find online and making it into our own. We do a different one for every game. We have 59 people on our crew that get a patch for every mission that we're on. I just had it. We've got an empty wall in our locker room, and we've been sitting around talking about what are we going to put in there? What are we going to put in there? What are we going to put in there? And at halftime tonight, I don't know why it hit me at halftime, but Coach Todd was talking about defense. Obviously didn't say a word about our offense because it was rolling good, and he didn't really have much to say about the defense, but there was some couple things he wanted to talk about. So I was standing over there, and it hit me. We're going to make like a moonscape. We're going to make like a moon landing shadow box like you might see at a science fair or something. It's going to be really craftsy, but we're going to do it. It's not going to cost very much money, but I'll take y'all in there and show it to you. But we just have fun with it. It's something new every time. I'm watching For All Mankind on Apple TV. I never watched it when it came out, but it's a series, and it's got, so they'll say something in that series or that show that'll spark something in me. I think our kids laugh at me. It's okay. I can take it, but I like to think they're laughing with me, but I think they're laughing at me.
BetOnline is your #1 source for all your betting needs. Get the latest odds, lines, and matchup reports for baseball, boxing, golf, and more. BetOnline continues to be the fastest and easiest way to place your wagers, including live betting and your favorite casino and card games available to play right from your phone. Head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and get in on the action. Remember to use our promo code BELIEVE, that's BLEAV, for your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Bet online, where the game starts.